3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone.
Welcome back to our channel.
And this is our 30-day challenge day.
So here we are with the pros of zero waste shopping. So the first one is the fact that you can always choose the quantity. So for example, if you want to try something, you can buy small quantities of it and just decide if you like it or not for next time. Whilst, for example, when you go in the shop, you are bound to buy the packet as it is. So if it's a small packet, it's a small packet, and if you want a big quantity, you will have to buy a lot of packets. Whilst if you want a really small quantity, it's not possible. So maybe you want to use an ingredient just for one recipe, just to try it out, but you have to buy a full packet of it. So that could be an advantage. You choose your quantity.
Okay, so let's start with the first. Need to prepare bags and boxes, because if you're going to zero waste, you need a container. Okay, maybe some shops can provide you with paper bags, but then for me it's not that zero waste, because you still produce some waste with the bags. Okay, you can reuse the bags, as we also do with a lot of our bags, but yeah, you need to organize yourself. So you need to know how many things would you like to buy, because maybe you want to buy 6 kind of things and you go with only 5 bags or boxes. So that's the first thing, organization. You need to keep in mind if you go.
The second one is you can find more variety. So instead than, for example, let's talk about lentils, finding one kind of lentils like you can find in a supermarket, you can find 3, 4, 5 kinds of lentils. We can just talk about black lentils, brown lentils, green, yellow lentils. So it's a lot of variety, and sometimes even eating the same kind of legume, you can choose a different kind.
The second one sometimes can be heavy, in the sense because you don't go every day, I guess. So when you go, you do a big shopping, and because of the boxes, maybe because of the bottles, the jars, what you are using, also giving an extra weight to your shopping, and you buy a lot of legumes, a lot of seeds and nuts and so on. So it can be heavy, because you don't do like every here and there. You go there, from our case, you go there, you do a big shopping, and that's it. We have a pretty heavy bag.
Another pro is the fact that can be cheaper than to buy in a supermarket, and this is a tricky one, because we put this also in the cons, because actually when you go to buy something in bulk and there is a price per kilo, sometimes you get confused and you think that is very, very expensive. But if you would calculate how much it would cost you to buy, for example, a packet of 250 grams, usually you can find, for example, in a shop for lentils, or for example for a kilo of rice, sometimes you will realize that it's even cheaper, because buying in bulk they can buy for better prices. This it's something that you really need to be careful, and you need to choose what you think is more, let's say, convenient and cheap, or if you are attached to the fact of spending less money.
The third one can be more expensive than other shop, or it can look more expensive. Just because, example, there are a lot of things that you don't buy a kilo, or even in the products in the shops are packed in like 100, 200, 300 grams of packages. And when we go there and, example, see the kilo price of each and every product, it can feel and it can look expensive, much more than in regular shops. But if you do the calculation, maybe at the end they will be even cheaper.
And also, fourth one, you can more likely find local products. What does that mean? It means that usually when we go on the supermarket, we are not really checking what are the origin of our products, of our goods. But if, for example, you go and check for lentils, in Europe, many times we find lentils from Canada, which is very, very far. If you would like, for example, to buy more local, in a zero waste shop, it might be more close to you, the origin of the products, for the simple reason that it's easier for them to carry products from a closer producer or reseller. So that could be also an advantage.
The fourth thing, the shop could be a bit far, as there are not that much zero waste shops yet, as many other kind of supermarket. You need to be lucky if the shop is close to you. But if not, then you need to go a bit further than you usually do. Example, we used to travel to the middle of the city, for example from outside of Budapest, to do our zero waste shopping, and we try to match it with other programs, so we don't go in just to do the shopping. So it can be a bit far than other normal supermarkets.
The fact that for sure you will have less waste at home, because whilst you are not buying packaging, you will have much less waste to deal with every day and every week, and in general you will have less stuff to carry out and and to deal with. So if you even are in a country where, for example, you pay your waste by the weight, that could be a huge advantage, because it means you are gonna save a lot of money.
And the fifth one, conservation and preservation. As the shop also buys in bulk, example, they have a 50 kilo of rice, they opening it and they give you as much as you would like to buy. But then that pack is open and God knows when they're going to sell all that. So if something goes into it, start to grow on it, there could be bugs in it, as it's already happened with us. It can happen also if you buy something from shops. But in shops, everything is pretty sealed in bags, containers, boxes. So those could be in some way much maybe safer in the way of having less insects or anything grow into them. That's it.